what's the code for what it's called? Is it just...
The phone doesn't have voicemail
Right,
set up.
right.
So with that, we talked about that the last time you were in. Unless it was a dose decrease, we couldn't fill it again. It's the exact same directions. So he decreased the quantity by 1, but that doesn't count as a dose decrease.
You know, I just don't understand that. It's just so frustrating to me, Bob. It really is because I need these. I have been on them forever.
I totally understand.
And
you can take them to any other pharmacy and they'll probably fill them. But yeah.
But it says Osco on here now, so now I have to go.
You can go anywhere else. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's still a hard
Even
copy.
though it says Osco?
Yeah. They might call me and I'll explain why we didn't fill them. But that's our policy. I know that CVS isn't filling them at all from him.
And I know, I think, you know what, I really am, I understand your position, but I also, I really am frustrated because I don't think the pharmacy in general should be dictating what the doctor says that I need to be taking and what I need to do to get through.
Right.
So how can you dictate that?
Yeah, I'm not trying to dictate that at all. I'm just trying to hold Dr. Ibsen to his word that he published in the independent record, public knowledge. He said that he was going to help everybody taper off pain medication. He is not a pain specialist, not by any means.
Which he is tapering
He's on
down,
public
if you
trial
see.
for that right now.
And
his
that's
license
done.
in
It's not-
jeopardy because of it. And he puts our license in jeopardy because of it.
But you said you had an agreement with him.
I did. We had a
Do you
meeting with
have
the
it?
DEA.
Do you
I had a
have that
meeting with the
agreement?
DEA. I had a verbal agreement with him. I said that I would not fill any more prescriptions for him unless they were decreasing dose from the previous prescription. Because I was going to hold him to his word that he published.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm so frustrated.
I know.
I
I'm
am
sorry.
thoroughly frustrated
Believe me.
with the pharmacy and with the whole
And
situation because it's taking away from the thing that I need to have a quality of life so I can work.
And that's the reason I had this conversation with you last month. So that you knew in advance that there was not going to be any tricks.
I know, and I talked to him. You didn't tell me it had to be you said a decrease.
It had to
you
be a
didn't
decrease.
say what.
Yeah, decrease in directions. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it somewhere else then.
Okay.
Because, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what else to do.
I'm sorry. That's why
I'm very
that's why
frustrated.
I totally had that conversation with you last month, so we
And
wouldn't
I-
run into this issue. And I thought we were crystal clear on it.
Well, apparently we weren't because... So if he'd have made these 5s, then
If
you're
you would have
okay
made
with
him
that.
5s, right? If he
Right.
would have decreased his dose like
But
he
the
said he was
5s
going
don't
to,
work for me.
or if he would have changed it to 1 every 8 hours, I'd be fine with that.
Wow. So you really are, though, truly, Bob, you truly are dictating what he is
Carrie.
prescribing.
Yeah,
You truly are.
that's fine. If you want to call it like that, I'm just trying to stick to the agreement that I had with him and the DEA when he met with me back in
Okay.
June.
Okay, well, I'll take it somewhere else, and I'll just come here for all my other meds then, because they're already
I'm sorry.
here.
Yeah, that's the agreement we had. And like I
Okay.
said, he's not a pain specialist at all, but he is truly prescribing like he thinks he is. And he's not sticking to his agreement that he stated in the independent record.
I don't know about all that, and I don't
But I
want to
do.
get into all that. And
I
so,
do.
I mean, if it's in the
And
paper,
I'm totally,
it's in the paper.
I'm totally involved with the DEA. So, yes,
Okay,
I've got to stick to my guns on that.
all right.
And that's why I had that conversation with you last month, so we wouldn't end up in a situation like this.
I didn't realize, though, that you were talking about that, like you said, that he could put me down
Yeah,
to
it
5,
could be
or
either-
he could make it an 8-hour one, or whatever.
Right. It can be a decrease in
But
dose by
again,
directions
like I'm
or
saying,
strength.
for what I need and for what I do,
I know.
you can't say that he should be doing that for
Right.
me.
And that's why I had that conversation last month. I said, if it's the same thing, we can't fill it per that agreement. And that's why I had that conversation straight up front with you. And I've done it
Well,
with every
I guess
single one
I
of his
didn't realize.
patients.
Well, and I'm not worried about the other patients. I'm concerned about me and my
Yes,
well-being.
I totally understand.
And so the 7.5, I mean, if he'd have put me down to 5s, they don't
Right.
work for me. So
Yeah.
what, I'm supposed to take 1.5 of those to get to where I need to be? That's not right either.
Well, and like I said, I mean, really, he is not the person you should be seeing for chronic pain. He is not a pain specialist by any means. I mean, really, he is an urgent
He's
care.
the only one that's helped me in this town
Right.
that figured out that I had fibromyalgia and that what I needed to do
Yeah,
after 7 doctors.
yeah. And I'm sorry. There's a lot of people that swear by him and think he's the greatest doctor ever. But when I inform him that there's transactions being done in my parking lot with people that he prescribes
But that's
for,
not me.
I agree.
And
I
that's
agree.
why I don't think
But that's
this is
why we
right.
had
You're
to
making
limit
a
it.
blanket.
I had to.
How can you make a blanket
because he
assumption
was
off of other people when
he was
I'm not the one.
prescribing
Because you told me
blatantly.
last time,
Yeah.
you said I am not one. You're not one of them that I'm worried about. You
Exactly.
said that to me.
I did.
So that's
But
my point.
I also told you that it had to be a dose decrease for the next prescription. I was warning you up front.
Well, when you
because
said
we
dose
had that
decrease, how do I know
Yeah.
what a dose decrease is?
He's well aware. He's well aware. We've had this conversation too many times.
Well, I'll take it somewhere else. I'll leave my other stuff here then for now.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Carrie.
Okay.
I thought I made it crystal clear last time, but obviously I didn't.
Okay. So who is, or where do I go?
Probably Shopco,
Okay.
Kmart, Walmart,
Okay.
any of those. Walgreens, I don't know. I know CVS won't fill them at all.
Okay, I'll go to Shopco then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Carrie.
All right. Thanks, Bob.
You bet.